You all know Iron Man, the famous Hollywood hero who wears an iron suit, shoots lasers from his palms, and can fly. Today's Factorium topic is about this character. If Iron Man's suit existed in reality, could it actually do what Tony Stark did in the movies? The first big question about Iron Man's suit is, how does a small metal armor provide so much energy? In the movies, everything is solved by the arc reactor on Tony Stark's chest, but in the real world, there is no such fictional technology, so we have to look at existing energy sources. We assume Tony Stark with the suit doesn't weigh more than 150 kilograms. If you remember, fire came out of his feet. Well, that's not logical because his feet would get burned. The closest thing to a motor in Iron Man's suit in reality is a gravity jet. It's considered a small motor or mini jet that can make a person fly. So we choose this. This jet consumes 4 liters of gasoline per minute for flying, which is 37 kilowatts of power. It has a speed of 18 kilometers per hour in vertical mode and about 50 to 85 kilometers per hour in horizontal mode if you're not too heavy. This is for lifting the 150 kilogram Tony Stark from the ground and hovering in the air. Pay attention, I said hovering, not maneuvering at 300 kilometers per hour like in the movies, just hovering in the air. Now if we want him to fly with a force equivalent to 5 meters per second, which is 18 kilometers per hour, according to calculations we need 7,350 watts of power. But in practice, due to energy waste and engine efficiency, we need at least 2 to 3 times this power, meaning about 15 to 20 kilowatts of useful power. To produce 20 kilowatts and consume 4 liters per minute, this jet has 40% efficiency. If Tony Stark wants to fight his enemies in the air for 30 minutes, according to calculations he needs 120 liters of gasoline. Where is he going to put this gasoline without suffocating and fill his armor up to the maximum? Considering approximate dimensions, only about 15 to 20 liters can fit. Really, the only alternative fuel option is liquid hydrogen, which gives us 33 kilowatts of power per kilogram. But the problem is storing this fuel in the tank that must be attached to him. Liquid hydrogen must be stored at minus 253 degrees Celsius and is very flammable. Practically, it's like attaching a bomb to himself. Also, its flame range is 70 times greater than gasoline. The best fuel option is the reactor itself, but in reality, its size is 1,000 times bigger than what is in Tony Stark's chest, about the size of a 300 square meter house, and if it ever explodes, it would turn a village to ashes. And about our hero's palm shooting. One of Iron Man's attractive features is shooting repulsors from his palms. But can this be brought to reality? I have to say that currently, to produce lasers that can burn something, we need a big energy source, like military ships with powerful lasers that consume several megawatts of electricity. Plasma bullets are also currently in laboratory project stages, and their range doesn't exceed 5 meters. These technologies require a lot of energy, which is unfeasible in the scale of a small suit. With current technology, whether it is possible or not, tell us in the comments, maybe we review it in the next video. Don't forget, the biggest support for Factorium and watching cooler videos is liking the video and subscribing. I also recommend not to miss this video where we talked about another cool theory.